goodness. Well, I can't believe that just happened. I mean, maybe I can. That was just absolutely heartbreaking. So is the video going to be available? Or so I hope what happens, so it would be okay, but the video is gone. The 80-minute video that we just made is gone. The video that we just made for 80 minutes just disappeared. The video just disappeared. That's super disappointing. That is super disappointing. So is that going to be retrievable? Yeah. Is that video going to be retrievable? The video just popped and it just deleted the video. It just deleted the whole thing. So YouTube did that? Who did that? Because this is what used to happen to me on TikTok. As soon as you get going, is that what it is, Oliver? Is that what it is? That I'm not allowed to share the things I'm sharing? Is this what's going to happen on YouTube as well? My accounts are going to be shadow banned and eventually deleted? Is that what's going to happen? You know, is that what is... I just can't believe we're not allowed to disseminate information. I mean, wow. I can't believe that. That whole 80 minutes is now gone. We never stop. What could I possibly got banned for? What could I have possibly gotten banned for? I can't believe that just happened. I cannot believe that just happened. I mean, it shouldn't have done it. That was a really good video. That was a very good video. What a disappointment. How really, really sad. You think I can be banned? You think I'm gonna be banned from YouTube? Yeah, believe it. Did you guys just see that? I just did an 80-minute long live and it just... But my phone is not playing. That was just insane. Did you guys see that? And that was a really good video. That's really disappointing what just happened. I don't know why they just did that. Hit me up, Ergo. You can reach me through my website, Delete Laws. I cannot believe they just popped my video and just took it down. They just popped the video. It was 80 minutes. No. This is why a lot of people gave up on live and just do premieres and interact in the chat instead. I mean, that was 80 minutes of dissemination. Record static and live always. Okay. I'm glad you guys learned a lot. So, okay, you know what? It doesn't matter. We proceed. You're not going to stop me. You're not going to slow me down. There's nothing that's going to change my resolve. There's nothing that's going to change my my absolute drive. There's a relentless sense of mission that you will not discourage me from. I don't give a damn what happens. I will not stop. I will not quit. Terry v. Ohio will fall in my lifetime. I don't care what you guys do. You guys censoring me? Who's censoring me? Who just blocked my video? Yeah, you guys hit the like button if you would. And now, so now we're gonna get, I'm just gonna continue where, just so you guys know, I just did an 80-minute video. Anybody tuning in right now, and then in the middle of 80 minutes, it just deleted the live stream and deleted all the chat. And I wanted to go back and read the chat to see what people are saying because I didn't get a chance to read it as we were going along. I mean, that was just incredible. Did you guys just see that? Is that just a glitch in YouTube, or is that how they censor? Is that, I just want to know, because I'm new to this. Did anybody screen record any of this? I'll bet you didn't, because of course you didn't, because it's not your lecture. I get it, but it's just, what does it say? It says, try stop streaming and logging out, then back in if it states your other video is live. It says, wait, set up a static recording. What does that mean? I'm not sure what that means. But they just popped my video. So, okay. We will proceed. We will proceed on the lecture, and we will finish this lecture. Whether or not the powers that be want the lecture to be finished or not, we are going to finish this lecture, and I'm going to finish up this New Hampshire. Stephanie, if you're still here, if you would please pop in the New Hampshire 2020 handbook. And this is from the New Hampshire guidebook. I'm glad you guys are back. Thank you guys for coming back. So, yeah. Oh, is that right? Class has resumed. And so we continue. And so I cannot get discouraged. I cannot get detoured. We must continue down the line. And so we are still talking about, and this is from the 2020 New Hampshire guidebook on Terry versus Ohio. And I'm going to continue down the road. We are on page 138. We are on page 138. We're on page 138, and this is the pat-down search on page 138 of the New Hampshire 2020 State Troopers Guidebook. So we are on page 138. An officer can conduct a pat-down or frisk of a person's outer clothing for weapons if the officer reasonably believes that he might be in danger if such person possessed dangerous weapons. The purpose of a protective frisk is not to search for evidence of a crime, but to allow the officer to conduct the stop without fear of violence. This search cannot extend beyond what is minimally necessary to discover the presence of a weapon. If it exceeds beyond that, it is no longer valid, and any evidence obtained as a result will be suppressed. But that's not the reality of what's happening. It's not the reality of what's happening. The reality of what's happening is a Terry stop includes you getting on your knees, you getting on your belly, the cops jumping on your neck, putting their knees into you, putting you in handcuffs, and then sticking you in a dungeon car where there's bars and it's hot and you're being tortured with those torture cuffs. So this is not the reality of a pat down from the New Hampshire 2020 State Troopers Handbook. It's just not. This is not the reality. Okay? So I wonder if I'll be able to get that other video back. Do you guys think I'll be able to get it? Do you think I'll be able to get that video back? I hope I can get that video back. That was really discouraging. I gotta just keep going. Officers should consider the following factors. So just so you know, the part that I just read, because I'm a little discombobulated because they took me out of my flow, but that's okay. I'm going to come right back here. So the officer can conduct a pat-down frisk of a person of the outer clothing if he reasonably believes the person is a danger or possesses a dangerous weapon. Now, you noticed the other day when that cop said to me, I'm going to do this to you. I said, no, you're not. You're not, because I pose no danger. I don't have any weapons. I pulled my shirt up to identify that I didn't have any weapons. I didn't do that so I could take off my shirt on camera. Heck no, I didn't want to do that. I did that so that the cop would understand that I didn't have any weapons, meaning that he can no longer Terry stop me. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. All right? And then it says officers should consider the following factors when determining whether a frisk of such weapons. Observations of bulges in the suspect's clothing. Well, some people are going to have bulges in their clothing and some people are not. Observation of an object might be a weapon. So now a bulge in your wallet or your cell phone or maybe your PDA or whatever it is in your pocket could all of a sudden become a weapon in the officer's mind. It doesn't matter. Any sort of extrusion or extra chunk of anything in your body now becomes a weapon. Well, what if you're diabetic and you carry your diabetic medicine? What if you have a bag, a colonoscopy bag, where you go to the bathroom out of the side of the bag? That could now be considered a weapon. Extreme nervousness, hostile or furtive behavior. Extreme nervousness or hostileness. Well, let me just tell you something real quick. As you guys know, I'm not real polite to police. So that means that I could be carrying a weapon because I'm not polite to police. Otherwise, an inexplicable sudden movement towards a pocket or other places where a weapon could be concealed. Well, what if I'm going to grab my camera because I want to record this cop who's doing this to me? Awareness that a suspect has been armed in the past. Reliable information that the suspect is armed. Any reason causing an officer to reasonably believe that they are in danger. So, okay. I've been going out for about 90 minutes or so, and the YouTube just taking down my video was really discouraging. So I'm probably going to just do this lecture again tomorrow. I'll probably just do the same lecture again tomorrow. And so I'm just so mad right now. I'm so upset that they just deleted my video. Oh, it's showing in the feed now. Great. That's great. As long as we don't lose the video, then it should be fine. It's really disturbing because there's a couple other links here that I wanted to get to. There's a couple other links here that I wanted to get here with you guys because I wanted to show you guys some other stuff that I looked up today. And by the way, I already know this information, but I specifically looked up the things of from the Legal Institute, the Terry stop and frisk. Terry stop is another name for a stop and frisk. The name was generated from the U.S. Supreme Court when a police officer has reasonable suspicion that the individual is armed, engaged in, or about to engage in criminal activity. The officer may briefly stop and detain an individual for a pat-down search of the outer clothing. A Terry stop is a seizure within the meaning of the Fourth Amendment. Well, a Terry stop is not a seizure within the meaning of the Fourth Amendment because the meaning of the Fourth Amendment is when you have been seized, you have been arrested, and that must be supported by oath or affirmation. So this is bullshit. This is bullpucky. This isn't true. This is a fabrication. And none of us should accept this. And now, and this is from the Legal Information Institute. This is from a legal institute. So now here, an investigatory stop. Now I just went through and I got from the Investigator Institute. You're not late. We're on for an hour now. Can anybody tell me, is that last video processing? Is the last video going through? I hope that last video is going to print. So discouraging. So discouraging. That was so discouraging. That really was discouraging. So I'm not going to let it beat me up. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. So now, the other day when I did the audit, I was explaining to people that I am not arrested because I've been detained. And that's why I was unwilling to follow unlawful orders. And so when you get into it, when you start to understand what detain means, it's in criminal law to detain an individual is to hold them in custody, normally for a temporary period of time. Police in the United States under the Supreme Court, Terry v. Ohio, may temporarily detain an individual where there's reasonable suspicion that the individual is armed, engaged in, or about to engage in criminal activity. In the motor vehicle context, a police officer may detain a vehicle pending inquiry into a vehicle violation, regardless of whether criminal activity is suspected or not. There is no bright line distinguishing between a detention and an arrest. which is why I told the cop, I'm not going to do what you say because I'm not under arrest. Bright line rule is a legal term, meaning that it's been highlighted, a bright line rule between a detention. Courts will often look into a variety of factors in determining whether either has occurred during an interaction with the police. While reasonable suspicion is required for a detention of an individual by law enforcement, probable cause is a prerequisite for an arrest. And so what this is saying right here, is that there's no bright line rule determining between a detention and an arrest. So that means that it's up to police policy and up to you to flex your rights to determine that you're not under arrest just because you're being detained. And that's what I said to that cop the other day. I don't think I actually said those words, but that was what I was inferring when I said, no, I'm not going to do that because I'm not under arrest. I'm only detained. And clearly, if my car is parked here, my keys are in my pocket, the car is off, I'm clearly agreeing to being detained. Because remember, we are a nation of the willingly governed under a set of laws under the social contract. And right now, Terry v. Ohio, the social contract is being used against us. So I probably am just going to try to recreate this video, yeah, I'm pretty upset right now I'm pretty upset that just popped and it just took away that they just took away that video that we made, because that was a pretty good video. I'm pretty discouraged that just happened. Anyway. Oh my Lord. All right, I'm going to get out of here, guys. I'm going to get out of here only because I want to see if I can try to save that other live stream. I'm going to try to save that other live stream. Okay, so I'm just going to get out of here just for now because I want to make sure I can save this stuff. You guys, do me a favor. Listen, I sell this poster for 25 bucks, but dude, I give it away for free. If you don't have money, just I don't care if I give it to you, but get the poster, get the ebook. I want you to learn. I'm not standing up here because I think I'm going to get rich selling a poster. I don't. I've made the poster so you could get kids enamored by it. The kids would go, what does this poster mean? So you could show them how we lost our rights. I want you to teach children. I give these long lectures on here. I post them on YouTube. Every single TikTok video I post, there's no monetization behind it. I didn't even hit monetization until yesterday. So I've been doing this just so you guys learn and you share it with kids, because the kids aren't going to tolerate this BS system. They're not going to put up with it. They're not going to put up with it. Especially the next generation. After they try to force a global medication on us, the next generation is really not going to tolerate it. Go to deletelaws.com, delete laws with a Z. Instead of delete laws with an S, go to delete laws with a Z. I have a digital poster. I got an indestructible paper poster, and then I have an indestructible laminated poster as well. And if you don't have the cash, I'm more than willing to give it to you for free. More than willing and happy to give it to you for free. If you do have the cash, thanks a lot. I appreciate it, because I got knocked down pretty good last couple months. But I'm back. I'm not going to stop. And the video that just popped, I really hope that video posts. If not, I'll put on my microphone and I'll put on this camera and I will re-record that last video in entirety. I am not going to be stopped. YouTube time is drawing to an end. Yeah, I know it, ex-bootlicker. Thank God you're an ex-bootlicker. Thank God. Yes, it did post. Fantastic. Tomorrow night, same time, guys. Same time. No, you did not get kicked off the other one. They just shut my live stream down in the middle of the speech. So I'm not going to break. Anyway, I'm going to go spend some time with my mother. Amazing. It's still there. That's great. That is great. It's a really good, powerful video. So I want you guys to share that video. You guys make sure you share these videos as much as you can. You know, spread the word. You guys, it's got to be about overturning Terry. It has to get to overturning Terry. It has to get there. I've been on for an hour and a half. I'm exhausted. I'm super tired. Thanks for coming, guys. I appreciate it. God bless you. God bless the United States of America. Do not accept a mandate. Do not comply. Fight for your rights. Overturn Terry.